Welcome to Profit Channels. This is my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor and I don't give financial advice. Please consider this video entertainment. Today I am going to be talking about Nomad Foods, NOMD. It's at about $14.25 right now. 4.82% dividend yield. Price to earnings is $8.11, which is nice and low. Price to sales, nice and low. We'll get into more of that in a minute. Net income and revenue looks solid, quarterly and annually. Frozen foods all over Europe. We go down here quarterly. We've got some cash equivalents, a little bit of net income. Annually, it looks nice and steady, slight upward trend. Short-term liabilities are higher than I would like. Long-term looks good. Now let's look at the fundamentals. We have a banner revenue year, a banner gross profit year, a banner operating income year, and our net income, well, not as good as 22, but pretty darn good. All right, let's look at some key statistics. Total common shares outstanding annually. So we were at 194 million in 2019, and we're down to 153 million. So they are getting bought back, which is always a good sign, especially with great revenues. Let's look at our price to earnings ratio, and this is real cheap, cheapest it's been. Price to sales, cheapest it's been. Price to cash flow, cheapest it's been. So it looks real nice. Return on assets is, in the ballpark. Return on equity, return on invested capital. These are all in the right ballpark for the last couple of years. Let's look at the forecast. All right. Come on, computer. Okay, so we've got strong buy, 7 analysts, so 6 strong buy, 1 buy, projecting 26 to 94% increase in the price. If I look at the Nomad divided by the S&P 500, and the lower this goes, the better value Nomad is compared to the S&P 500. We are at these all-time lows. We've never been this low. We're running in this channel and really extended from the moving averages. So this looks like it's due to start turning around. If I look at it daily, we're just starting to see some signs of life. Let's go to the charts. Here is the monthly chart and the channel I'm seeing with a pretty good midpoint line. We are below the moving averages. We go to the weekly. Again, we have been below the moving averages, got above the 50, then the 100, broke below, back up to the 200, and now we're down below our moving averages and bouncing off the bottom of this channel, but our moving averages are coming together, and so that's usually when there's going to be a big move. So here they kind of came together and broke down. If we go to the daily, we are below all our moving averages. Everything's crossed over the 150, crossed over the 200, and, looking pretty bearish, but we filled these daily gaps, and you can see the volume is just jumping up right here. So this is where money is coming in. So I got in, but don't take my advice. Okay, let's go back to the weekly, and we have this weekly channel, decent midpoint line, and we're at the bottom of that weekly channel. Get rid of these moving averages. All right. And then on the daily, we're at the bottom of this channel, and it's got a pretty good midpoint line. So this all lines up pretty nicely. If I do a fib retracement from the bottom to the top here, we are right at the 1.272. One is pretty significant. The 786, the 618. I mean, this is a pretty good retracement. If I do longer term, from down here to up here, let's look at this on the weekly. So down here, the bottom's right here. You can't see it because the volume is so high, much like we have right here. We're at the 786 and bouncing off of it. If I do a Fibonacci extension from the bottom to the top to the bottom, our 0.5 is right on this point of control. The 382, it's like these are pretty nice lines all the way across. You can see the 1 is right here. So I really like this as a bottom. And finally, here is the parabolic SAR and super trend, both bearish on the weekly. Everything's looking pretty bad on the weekly. If I go to the daily, still pretty bearish. We got our RSI is trending higher, so this is a higher low than down here. And the RSI is coming up to meet the moving average. MACD is still in a downward trend, but it is trying to come up, thinking about crossing. And same thing down here with the stochastic. It's trying to come up. It's crossed over and it's trying to come up. So just starting to show signs of life. On our RSI Bollinger Band strategy, we broke below the Bollinger Band back here. This is weekly, and we've cut sideways. And we're down here towards the bottom of the Bollinger Band. The money flow index is negative. Again, this is pretty bearish on the weekly. If we go to the year, now we've had a buy sign here on the RSI Bollinger Band strategy, and we have gone lower. So outside of the Bollinger Band, in and back out. So this is starting to look bullish. Squeeze momentum is kind of thinking about turning around, but still bullish, and our momentum is getting pretty high at our ADX at 35. So we may be, around 40 is when you expect it to start heading back, changing direction. But you can just see our money flow index is starting to move up here. So this is an interesting play. I think that this has a lot of potential, and this is a really cheap price for a company that makes a lot of money. If you like it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And if there's something you want me to look at, just put it in the chat. Thanks. Talk to you later.